It's separable prefix day today. Let's take a look at how separable prefix verbs work. There's a cheer that will help you remember how to do separable prefix verbs. You split them, you flip them, and you conjugate them. So 3 steps to completing a separable prefix verb. Einladen is a separable prefix verb that means to invite. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to split it. And we're going to split it right here between ein and laden. The second thing, we're going to flip it. We're going to take this portion that we just split and throw it to the very, very end of the sentence. The last step is to conjugate it. Remember, you still have to conjugate this part of the verb to agree with the subject. So here are 2 other separable prefix verbs, anfangen, which means to begin, and mitnehmen, which means to take with. We're going to split anfangen between an and fangen, and we're going to split mitnehmen between mit and nehmen. After we split them, we're going to flip this prefix to the very, very, very end of the sentence. Last step is to conjugate these to agree with the subject. Remember, these 2 items go at the very, very end of the sentence. And you cannot forget to conjugate those verbs. In addition to splitting and flipping, there are 4 separable prefix verbs that you have to keep your eye on because they're irregular in the do form and the RZS form, just like a normal irregular verb. So, anfangen is one of these irregular verbs. Just like fahren fährt, it adds an umlaut in the do form and the RZS form. Fängst, fängt. Einladen is irregular. It also adds an umlaut in the do form and the RZS form. Laden, lässt, late. Nehmen is irregular. Nimmst, nimmt. And haben, remember, drops that B in the, sorry about that. Haben, remember, drops the B in the do form hast, and it drops the B in the RZS form hat. So let's take a look at some sentences. This is a sentence where the only verb in the sentence is a separable prefix verb, so we're going to have to split it and flip it. So we split it, we flipped it, and then we conjugated this to agree with ich. I'm inviting Sabina, ich lade Sabina ein. Calling is anrufen. We're going to split it and flip it and conjugate it. Sie ruft ihre Mutter an. We are beginning now. Anfangen is irregular, but we don't need the irregular form because we're using the infinitive wir. Wir fangen jetzt an. I'm going for a walk at 3 o'clock. It's really long in English. It's pretty short in German. Ich gehe 3 Uhr spazieren. The infinitive is spazieren gehen. Remember, you split them, you flip them, and you conjugate them.